Day trading this morning. Whew, was it a fun morning. A lot of action, a lot of stuff going on. The scanner popping off, stocks going to the moon. Me calling out a beautiful short and then not actually taking the short opportunity. Not really sure what I was thinking. I gotta spend some time to do some meditation today and figure out what I did wrong there. But you'll see in this video how I made over $1,200 today. Green, baby, green, green, green. That's all I want. That's all I need. And that's the plan. Keeping it green, keeping it going, keeping it alive, keeping the dream alive, baby. Remember, at the end of the day, you got to trade what's there. Stocks move in waves. Look for the wave, look for the opportunity, and make sure that you're looking at the overall bigger picture of what is really going on with these stocks. And today, TLRY, over $100. Madness, I say. We'll talk about this one here in a minute and go over all the action live in this video. So make sure you stay tuned. Also, really quickly, before we get into it, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. If you haven't already, let's do it. Market's about to open and FOMX is all over the place. I've already got a couple trades on it, but we're going to see what happens here at open. This 750 area is a key area to hold. It's breaking through right there. Let's see if it's going to bounce back from that 750s. I want to see some action on this thing. Already got 1.6 million shares traded today. The market hasn't even opened. And already got over 1.6 million shares traded. So there's the market open. Let's see what we get here. This thing looking like it wants to head a little bit lower here. 740 kind of bouncing there. Back up above 750. Just give it a little bit of time. Let's see which way this thing wants to go. Got GER in, pushing up there on the scanner, up there to the 630s. Let's see what this thing's going to do here. And a little bit of action this morning, baby. Woohoo. Big seller there sitting 620. Let's see if we get a little bit of pullback down to the $6 area. 604, look for this to pop back up some. For that $6 area to hold here. Beautiful. Look for a little bit more. See if we get up there to 620s again. Give some time here. I'm going to take right there at 16.15. Not liking how it's slowing down there at the 620. Would have rather this thing really just squeeze back up there pretty quickly. But that was a pretty nice little move from 604 back up there to 615. That was basically where all that selling pressure was there at the 620s. So in and out quickly there, just taking it. Buying the dip there for that bounce off the $6, that whole dollar. And we'll see if this thing can break out above 620 now. Let's see if we get a break above 620 and where this wants to go from there. Let's go back over here to FOMX. Take a look what's going on at FOMX. FOMX getting killed. Not breaking above that 760, down there to 710. So, like I said, I was hoping for more of an upside opportunity there. But you can see now down there to 722. I was actually shorting this thing this morning, and I'll talk about this in a minute once the market kind of slows down and we figure out if we're kind of done for the day before. There's that GERN break back above 620 there. Look at the daily chart here. You can see a lot of resistance kind of in this 650 area. 645, 650. Kind of scrolling back here. Let's see where the... So that was previously this thing topped out there at the 650, 660 area. So looking like the 645 might be the top for today. Let's see what happens here. CVM up there above $4, trying to push. Only 160,000 shares traded so far. Everything's popping up on the scanners right now. The scanners are showing everything, all the action. Try to keep up with the scanner action here. USAT up there above $10. Give you an idea of what is going on. What I'm seeing here with the scanners, you can see FOMX, GERN, ATOS, USAT, all popping up there, breaking out on volume. Also, we just got GEVO just popped up as a bullish breakout there as well. So, a couple stocks moving around this morning. Some action, baby. We're getting it. We're getting some action today, baby. Not really loving this chart right now. Like I said, below this 640, I think there's just going to be a lot of selling pressure there. The shorts are going to try to hold this down there. Seeing that the daily chart has that resistance there at the 650. That's a pretty clear spot for shorts to load up at. And you can see that's kind of what's already happening. They were loading up this morning, selling all that selling pressure there above 620. That selling pressure there, pushing it down. And then that bounce back. This is all some shorts covering there. So shorts covering off the bounce from 60. Getting a little scalp if I was a short. That's kind of what I would be doing there. Buying it, I would be shorting into that resistance and covering into that support. And you can see FOMX here. Wow. Down there to 718 now. So this morning I ended up shorting FOMX. You can see it pulled down there. Look at the bigger picture here. It pulled down from 960 yesterday, gapping up there to 961. And then down there to $7 now. Whoa! Oh my baby Jesus. I got on the computer a little late this morning, but if you look at the 5-minute chart, it's a little easier to see how this thing was moving. It was really easy to tell what was going on there, at least pre-market, just in terms of the overall idea. I started out with a little bit of a short here once this broke below that 780s, and then was shorting into that resistance there at the 780s, and then ended up covering at the 750s as it pulled back. Stocks move in waves. Seeing that previous resistance was there at 780, I was basically telling myself, hey, okay, cool, yeah, I can short into this and look to cover. It's a little easier to see on this chart because you can see the indicators that I was really looking at. All morning long, really, the VWAP, the EMAs were holding the stock down there. FOMX was holding it down there, and that was pretty clear what was going on. I really thought we might get a little bit of a pop back above $8 there at open, just because this was the top gainer of the day. But you can see the shorts are winning this battle. I tried to go long actually twice on this. Tried to go long there at 775. Just didn't want to break out above that 780. I ended up getting out for break even, and then I ended up jumping in again there, trying to get a pop off that 750s. Didn't get the pop, and just ended up getting out for a small win. And you can see now it's down there to $7. So, wow, I had a pretty nice size short there at the 780s, 790s, and look at it now down there to $7. So, really nice move there on FOMX. I think because I shorted it twice and I saw how it was kind of popping back up there and making these kind of higher lows there. And that's why I think I was trying to buy the dips here. And really, I should have been looking at this like, hey, look, it's not breaking back above $8. Let's go short again. GERN, just not having that power, getting stuck there. The shorts, seeing that resistance there, the 650, 640 area. And it's easy for them to hold this down. Overall in the day, I'm not complaining. I'm up $275 there on GERN, up $947 there on FOMX, and $75 long. And yeah, it's not bad. Keep this going. Let's see if we can get a little bit more action here. Watching the scanners, seeing what's popping on the scanners right now. Got IZEA popping up there on the scanner. BLPH, talked about this one the other day. Very similar move. We talked about this pre-market. We talked about these moves in the morning. Right there at open. It's been doing this a couple times now. Right there at open, move. Right there at open, move. And then pulling back. Yesterday it kind of pulled back, but today doing similar pattern once again there. Some volume, some action. IZEA only has 200,000 shares traded, so just not what I like to trade. Not the type of action right now, at least. Same idea. Not a lot of volume there. Getting stuck. Look at these candles. These are, 38,000, 58,000, 5,000. That's not enough volume, really, for me to get excited, for enough volume, enough action. A couple people commented about how I don't use a lot of indicators. What you're not seeing is that on my computer screens, I've got a lot of charts pulled up here, guys. I got the 5-minute chart pulled up right next to it that I'm keeping an eye at with all with my VWAP, with my EMAs on there. And then above that, I've got my daily chart pulled up with the 200-day moving average, the 100-day moving average, and the 50-day moving average. So that's what I got pulled up. And then I've also got a 15-minute chart pulled up as well. So I've got 4 charts pulled up. I try to keep this chart just for the video purposes, just to keep it a little bit cleaner and easier to read and not have a lot of indicators on there. But really, I'm not using RSI. I'm not using anything crazy. I'm really just using VWAP, using the EMAs, and then just looking for those support, those resistance areas. And you can see FOMX down there below $7. Beautiful. Like I said, I'm not really sure why I decided to change my bias there. Not really sure why I did that. Maybe just because I was kind of shorting these earlier and just getting out for small wins. So then I started thinking that maybe the stock wanted to bounce back above $8, but that $8 area was a key area there. And I talked about it on StockTwits as well, which is funny because I didn't even take my own advice here. I do this a lot, actually. I'll post ideas, I'll post things, and then I won't actually take my own advice. And my idea was over $8, look for a long, under $8, short it. Well, it didn't get back above $8, so I should have shorted, but just didn't take my own advice there. But beautiful move there. We got TLRY. TLRY, man, it's just been making moves above $100 now. Wow. This is basically how I'm comparing TLRY. TLRY at this point really is just one big casino in terms of day traders. I think there's a lot of people just shorting it. A lot of people that are just chasing this, thinking that this is going to go higher, that's going to the moon. If you look at the daily chart here, look at this daily chart. I mean, that's a pretty funny looking daily chart. Normally you don't see these gaps. Look at all these little gaps, little gaps, little gaps, little gaps. This chart is really funny. This stock just IPO'd When it IPO'd, it was $22. It IPO'd, I think, yeah, $20 now. And look at it, above $107 now. Wow. It's got a low float. It's one of those stocks. It's just a crazy stock. It's just a big day trading casino, really, because people are just getting squeezed. People are going long. People are dumping. It's pretty much just Wall Street's casino right now. TLRY. Also, we got CRON following TLRY as well, trying to pop up there. This one hasn't had as much luck as TLRY, but you can see overall it still has made a move from $6 up there to the $12, bouncing around there. Crazy. It's crazy, people. This is crazy right here. I think I'm going to go ahead and close it out there, making over $1,200 today. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to push it. I don't need to push it, right? I don't need to push it. Smooth and easy. Consistency, baby. Smooth and easy. I'm not upset about FOMX, and I'm not sure why I thought it was a good idea to go long, which is funny because look at this chart here. Each of my sells after trying to buy the dip would have been beautiful short entries. So if I would have just removed buying the dip and just shorting, well, I would be up, 50, 60 cents right now. And look at it, down there at 685 now. Oh, I'm going to walk away. I'm going to walk away there. I'm going to walk away. I'm going to close it out. Of my exits and entries were at perfect spots. So I covered from these shorts at the bottoms of these candles before they pushed higher. And then I ended up shorting at the tops of these candles before they went lower. I just needed to focus. I'm not sure why I decided that this would be a long opportunity. That's what I was trying there. I was forcing it, really. I'm not really sure why I did that. I gotta do some introspection and figure out why I thought that would be a good idea when it was clearly a beautiful short opportunity. And what in the world were you thinking? That's basically what I'm asking myself now. What was I thinking? And that's what we got to figure out. I got to figure out why I decided to change my bias there. I don't even know why, honestly. I don't know why. Just like I said, I was thinking that we might get a little bit of a pop back up, but clearly you can see now hindsight's 2020. That was not the best idea, really, as this thing obviously is heading lower there, down there to 680, 670 now. Not bad. I'm going to go ahead and close it out there. I'm going to head to the gym, get my pump on, and I'll talk to you guys later on. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Do me one big favor, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, all that fun stuff. I'll talk to you guys later on.